Hey, pipe up, Hood Rich.
Hey, bitch. Niggas out here capping, must forgot we really know lil' bro. Hit the store and grab pineapple fago just to po the foe. Hop out the whip and shoot like I'm JB, but not the op one though. Lil' shorty look so good, I can't believe she was a thought before. They got them guns for show, like name one nigga that you shot before. I know some ops who hoes like, why the fuck you got that chopper for? Where you go get it at? Who even told you to go get a strap? Ain't mad as fitted cap, his homies crying for they nigga back. You can't come back to the A on God, not play and see how far you get. As long as my gun don't jam, I'ma make sure my target hit. I flip his baby mama whip, give a fuck about who car you in. Up the Glock, make conversation, I don't feel like arguing. Roll up blunt, I'm sparking it. See your car, now I'm parking it. How you wait from line, but you the main one who be starting shit. If I can't get the chop in, I'm not gonna go to the party then. You play, I send the shop bullets.
Yo, what it do? It's time for that Coach for the Street podcast host. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it do. It's me and the Mafia, nigga. Paint and the Mafia, nigga. The Dream Team. We back at you, nigga, with another episode. We finna get into these streets like we always do. So, it's just been so much shit going on in the algorithm that we just gotta touch on these topics, dog. Like, number one, okay, we see Gillie and Ross. They got a little smoke going on with each other. But I think that smoke started from when both of them niggas was at Suave House.
You think?
I think it go back that far.
I don't know, cause they would have said something about that.
One thing about it, Gillie knows some shit. And you see how it took it took all these years. He just saying something about some shit going on with Jay Prince and Suave House. He ain't never said no shit about that. He never broke silence on nothing about no Suave House since he been in the industry. But he did this year though.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't really say nothing about Ross when they was over there.
He said Ross called
over there. He wasn't in the way like that.
It's just an opinion, but that's just an opinion because both of them was over there. You see what I'm saying? And he said that Ross called him a fraud in the comments, so of course he had to shoot back. But at the same time, both of them niggas doing their shit. Both of them doing their shit. I hope it just stay on some, throwing words type shit. It shouldn't get out of hand. Because at the same time, both of them niggas so busy that they shouldn't even be paying each other no attention, especially at the age they in. Okay.
We in the digital world nowadays. And in the digital world, when you say something, it always rub people personally wrong. So, social media has become more in depth to get up under people's skin than somebody saying some shit about you in actual reality off camera. It reaches the world a little bit more. So when people get that information from somebody, especially when they got a name, they popular, they a star or whatever, they got some kind of celebrity to them. When you say something about a motherfucker, that shit rub people totally wrong. And then you get these reactions you get because you gotta think this shit, social media, like a nigga say something about you, it's almost like a gossiper in your city talking to your ops or to the strangers, telling strangers your business. So that's what it is online. When people get to talking about these niggas, you talking to strangers about another nigga business. So everybody gonna get offended by that shit. It don't really matter who you is. Gillie gonna get offended if somebody say something about Gillie. If they say, "Oh, nigga, you wasn't writing Weezy shit." Next $1 million worth of game, he finna take some time out to speak on that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's gonna get under the skin. Your social media shit get under people's skin.
It does. This shit causes death.
It really do.
You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm pretty sure both of them niggas seen each other back in the Suave House days.
Yeah.
You
But
know what I
Gillie's
mean?
position there and Ross's position at the time was different because when Ross was really on Swab House, he was more of a ghost than he was visible because he was doing more writing songs for niggas. He had an album out over there. It wasn't what Ross ended up coming to be when he put out Port of Miami, the first one.
Yeah.
But he wasn't in, I don't feel like he was in a way like that. You see what I'm saying? Like what Ross is today, how he speak and his voice, it mean that much more to the culture. Whereas back in them times, motherfucker didn't even know who Rick Ross was, so
True.
his voice it wouldn't have mattered. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was two different. It wasn't no social media platforms back then. You had to be outside with that buzz.
You had to be outside.
Yeah, it was different. But let's talk about our boy Conway, man, and Flex with this disagreement that they have as far as with them not showing Griselda no love like that. First of all, I want to say this with respectfully. It ain't too many niggas in New York City that's messing with Griselda mainstream.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if you a New York DJ and you outside playing drill,
right?
New York drill on top of it, because New York drill is influenced by UK music. The beats are really UK driven beats. If niggas don't believe it, go listen to UK drill, and the beat pattern UK drill is what New York is using right now. Y'all playing that bullshit, which is not a New York
originality.
Don't come from the culture of New York. Y'all playing that. The Griselda family, them niggas sound like the Locks. They sound like Dipset.
Wu-Tang.
They sound like all them groups that we love from New York back in the day. They brought the trenchiness back, the grittiness back, the real New York swag back. They brought that shit back. I'm talking about downtown. Because even we not looking to New York no more for style. Like niggas is all down south checking for style. The Griselda niggas brought all this shit back.
They brought it back.
These DJs, these old DJs is in their way, bro, because they not playing these niggas.
And that's fucked up.
That's super fucked up because right now they at the top tier of the music game in the New York scene. Now I ain't taking nothing away from the young niggas.
No, hell no.
Niggas do because
we speaking on the origins.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
On the original culture.
We ain't putting no disrespect to the drill, but we ain't putting no drill in this. We talking about the golden era of hip hop. You know what I mean? And like you said, them boys got them gritty ass beats, and it sound like RZA done got a hold to one of them beats.
Back where your bars had to mean something. It ain't just niggas rapping about pose and shit. These niggas, they bars mean something. They bar pros. These niggas brought back punchlines and they brought back the creativeness of New York beat patterns because they bringing back boom bap style beats.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the beats they rapping on ain't nothing you hear other rappers being able to fuck
with. Oh God, they can't rap on that.
Hell no, they can't, nigga. So to be able to do that and make it stand out when this type of rap got so pushed to the back that we never thought this shit come back again. But it took some 30 and 40-year-old niggas to bring this shit back on the East Coast, and they not getting the appreciation they should get. New York proud to say, oh, nigga Griselda from New York, nigga. Well, them DJs need to be proud to make sure them niggas is on the radio getting heard. That way they can stay preserved in the game on the East Coast because we need them niggas.
There's them guys, hands down.
Them guys, man.
You feel me?
Like
there's them guys.
All the pioneers of this shit ain't reaching out fucking with these niggas.
They them guys.
Not
Conway, if you watching our show, we fuck with you, dog. Benny, we fuck with you, dog. Westside, we fucking with y'all. Y'all niggas hard. Y'all niggas riding, bro.
It's just I understand where it's coming from because it's a young nigga world. And rap always been a young nigga world. It never been an old nigga world. It never been an old nigga world. In the 90s, Snoop Dogg and them was young. Ice Cube and them was young. Easy and them was young. It was a young nigga world.
Yeah.
P and them came out. Diddy and them came out. Everybody was young. Young nigga world. It ain't when Dipset came out, Wu-Tang, young nigga world.
And
we still in a young nigga world. I understand that. So the young niggas are going to get praised more than the older niggas, but these are a new vibe to the hip-hop game. We don't see too many 40-year-old niggas break through, bruh.
No, we don't.
Most niggas, they like, oh, nigga, you rapping at 35, nigga, you need to quit. No, like it's an expiration date on the age of blowing up when shit, 2 Chainz didn't get a major deal that turned him into what he was until he was 38 years old. 2 Chainz still this motherfucker selling shows, etc. And in Atlanta, he still get his just due.
He still get his bag.
New York, man. Because these niggas brought New York back and they standing on it. They letting you know, nigga, we gonna pop that street shit. Nigga, we can rap for real. And when we be dressing and putting this jewelry on, ain't nobody fucking with us.
Yeah.
They got a hard attitude with that ice and that dressing. You see what I'm saying?
They doing their shit. They doing their shit hands down, bro. They coming different.
And they coming
different.
What I mean? I ain't gonna even say different because what they bringing back is what New York been missing for so long.
What rapper you know besides Kane that rock the big wide gangster hats? Like Conway. Nigga, Conway be killing that shit with the big wide hats.
That gotta fit you. You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
Now, if Conway would have been 20 trying to do that, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, I agree.
Fit the young nigga world.
I agree.
That's a
Godfather.
They Griselda move. They move like they've been in the game for 30 years. You see what I'm saying? They polish like they've been in the game for 2 decades. They interviews be polished. They raps, the way they put their shit together, the way they
should be perfected.
The way they do business.
That should be perfected.
Professional. It's not like niggas that just came in the game, because most artists that just come in the game do not have they self arranged like that. These niggas came in the game, they had their merch already pushing for years. Their music been doing what it do. They had their movement together. Not only did they have Griselda together, but all 3 of these niggas got their own posses too. These niggas came into the game. That's why they bag got bigger, because they made themselves more valuable by the time the bag was presented to them. I got so much shit going on. It's like me. Nigga got so much shit going on. Nigga ever break through some kind of way, nigga, you gonna have to give a nigga super bag because I got a suitcase full of shit going on. And that's Griselda. They got a suitcase full of shit going on. So like to overlook these niggas, you are dry hating.
You definitely hating.
You dry hating.
We wait.
All the tours, all the heavy hitters vouch for these niggas. They in all the cities.
And everybody in all from the south to the west to the north riding with them.
We ain't see no niggas from Buffalo come out and say, nigga, them niggas ain't that.
No,
none of that, man. Nigga. I know some bitches from Buffalo and shit like that, nigga. I posted, cause you know it be Buffalo niggas up here. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
like I post a song of Benny and J. Cole, the Johnny P's Caddy or whatever the fuck that's called. That they got that song together. I post that on Snap, and old girl, she from here, but she from Buffalo too. And she was like, I ain't know niggas was hip to them, you know, them niggas is the niggas back at the house and da 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 da, you know what I'm saying? But when you can do shit like that and it excites other people, that lets you know where you stand in the culture of hip hop. So I feel like they just do like they should. We love them.
And like you said, they supposed to be mad at the DJ because nigga,
hell yeah.
Hey, the fuck?
I'm supposed to be on the hottest thing smoking, nigga. How am I not on radio?
Nigga, we don't like
I'm the hottest thing in New York.
I can feel them. Nigga, we ain't doing no trap beats. We ain't doing no drill beats, nigga. We sticking to our roots.
Sticking to it. Nigga.
And if you trying to hate us by going through our roots, my nigga, you need to get the fuck out the way and like he said, let a young nigga come through and who got an ear for music that can do the same shit that this nigga do. He ain't the only one that can do that.
They not from the young nigga world. They older. But the young niggas fuck with them.
Man, look.
So it wouldn't be like the young niggas ain't gonna listen to that if they played it on the red nigga. The young niggas finna bump the shit out this. But that's what's losing. That's where they not gaining more fan base because these niggas not throwing these niggas in front of these young niggas.
I agree. And that's just being a straight hater.
And it is, but let's just be honest. Funk Flex is a hater.
Man,
nigga always been a hater.
Oh no!
Only DJ that always has something to say about a rapper in New York or a rapper from anywhere. You never seen Clue doing that. You ain't never see K Slade doing that. And if K Slade didn't like you, nigga, he gonna tell you, nigga, fuck you on the microphone, and he gonna say it out in the street, nigga. We can do whatever you want to do. You know how many times I heard K Slade threaten niggas? Man, and he wasn't threatening him like a nigga that's gonna have security with him when you see him. He threatening you like, nigga, you better when I see you, nigga. You better hope you don't get cut. That's how K Slade was talking to niggas. He was different. Funk Flex talk shit from the mic knowing damn well you ain't gonna put yourself in no position to see none of these niggas. And you so powerful at that radio station, they gonna make sure don't none of these niggas run.
Right. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Spice One wanted to get on his head.
Cause the Tupac shit.
Matter of fact, he did want to get on his head about that, how he was talking all sideways, like, come on, bro.
Too.
You know, a nigga will pap you in your shit about these people, man, and you just be talking sideways, and you be doing your hating and shit on niggas and shit, closing the door on niggas from your up top in your motherfucking area in your section. What you closing the door on them for? And these niggas actually have talent. And they not trying to ride the wave and sound like they from the rack or sound like they from Georgia. You know what I mean? Shit be crazy, man. But on another note now,
they need to either get him out of there or make him reevaluate how he doing shit.
He's stuck in his ways. He ain't gonna reevaluate nothing.
Because you already got it to the point where niggas can't come up here if they ain't got no bars. But you had Designer up there, and that nigga was that nigga was making all the jungle noises. He didn't spit.
Man, I thought that man was on drugs, dog.
Bro.
I thought he was on drugs.
Come up there and out rap damn near everybody. And it's like you using your platform to make sure they don't get heard. Shit weird, man. And then niggas wonder why artists gravitate more to podcasts than they do radio today. Because podcasts more uncut. The labels ain't telling us what we got to ask these niggas.
No.
We run our shit a different way, and when you got street niggas running these platforms, we know how to sit there and interview a street nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Cause we know the do's and don'ts.
And another note, let's talk about how Gangster and how Beezo been constantly bumping heads, and Gangster made a blog saying that how Beezo was 51 years old staying with Birdman. Now I hope this not true. I hope this not true, cause that sounds crazy.
True. It's true.
Because
true. Just think about it, cuz how much since he been around Birdman, and I'm not taking nothing from how Beezo in the street because the nigga's a legend. Let's get this shit clear first.
Most definitely.
Nigga's a legend in the street. To me, that shit count way more than anything in the fucking industry. Industry shit is a facade most of the time. But for you to be around a millionaire for decades, you shouldn't be having to live with no millionaire. That's almost like Stedman being around Oprah for the last 40 years and he stay in the guest house. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, You ain't got your own money to get your own motherfucking mansion. You sitting out here in the doghouse of a millionaire because a guest house is a fucking doghouse compared to the mansion.
It's like this, dog. I can't let no. I don't know. I don't even know how to even. I can't be around if my partner a millionaire. I'm talking about up like that, and fuck that jury. You finna give me all that, nigga? Hell no, man.
No, cause he got to get that too. Cause
listen. I'm not saying. Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't want. I'm not saying that I don't want the jury and everything, but nigga, I want my piece too.
That piece, your piece come first.
Yeah, I want me, nigga.
Fuck the items, your piece come first. Your stability.
Hell yeah, nigga, you got a whole island. Nigga, get me a motherfucking.
Say you got 100 cars, but I'm sitting next to you and I don't got at least $500,000 cars, and you bragging about 100. I ain't got 5 of them though. I ain't even got $500,000 in cars, let alone my own crib. You make yourself look bad because it makes you look like you will cling to certain people just to not go back to being fucked up. Well, what the fuck you been doing for 20 years? Because I'm pretty sure you put money in your hand. I'm pretty sure you getting paid to be the security.
Man, them niggas living rich.
So what the fuck you doing with the bag? Is you saving it and just not spending it? Or nigga, because it's some shit I need to understand. Because if he got a Maybach, I feel like Hot Beezo should have one too. He been over there.
Hell yeah.
Nigga, like everybody from the Hot Boys left. He was the only nigga there. And he wasn't even rapping.
Nigga. Let's just be real. For every year that Stunner been in the game, nigga, he never went down. The man kept going up.
Stunner, what did he just say? He said he paid like over like 900 million out to his artists. That was Nicki, Drake, all his artists that was out there eating, and Wayne, all 3 of these niggas included. I think he said he paid out like almost $1 billion. Nigga. And he can't make sure you got a little $900,000 crib.
Hey.
Not make sure you got it because that sounds too parental, but nigga, he should have you in a position where you can go buy your own shit. You shouldn't have to.
Nigga, I don't want to stay with you, nigga.
Buy your shit. You should have your money should be up enough. You've been around cuz enough. Your money should be up.
But like, not mean to get off subject, but we done heard rappers stand in other rappers' house and getting put out and shit like that. Like, let's just say if nigga be on some one day like shit like, man, I'm tired of niggas staying with me, bro. You gotta find you somewhere to stay. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, cause you just never
Because you
know.
become expendable, cuz. Like, then somebody come along that you can pay that's gonna help you get a bag too. That's the first you gonna end up wanting, you know what I'm saying?
And the only argument he could say is, he was saying like, far as him, nigga, he saying like niggas ain't ratting on his end or whatever. But on another note, when a nigga get to speaking facts and we already know nigga ain't gonna be freestyling no shit like that, and he started saying like, nigga, if you original hot boy, where this blood shit come from? Cause nigga, we was on our hot boy shit. We don't know nothing about that in New Orleans. We rep our wars. So what is?
But gangsters know where it come from.
Yeah, he know where it come. Yeah, he know where it come from. Yeah, he know where it come from. But he the only one that can expose that though.
Yeah, he the only one that can expose it. But at the same time, just like he said, where it come from, we know where it come from. When Mac 10 came to Cash Money. Now let's keep in mind.
Yeah, for sure.
He might wrinkle a lot of feathers, but nigga, I'm a Cash Money head, nigga. From the big timers, all of that shit, nigga, we played all that shit. We listened to all that shit. I was at Cash Money concerts when they was coming to Ohio, coming up out the helicopter and all that shit, nigga. I'm in the motherfucking crowd, 18 rags on, nigga, waving bandana, nigga, my body full of bandanas in that motherfucker, nigga. They got the soldier rags, nigga. You know we got these gang rags, nigga. I respect Cash Money because they move different, but when Mac 10 came, before Mac 10, niggas don't believe me. Or this internet shit easy now. Go back and look. Before Mac 10 land on Cash Money, they wearing blue rags.
It was wearing
you see pictures of baby like this throwing up C's and nigga, Magnolia, ain't nothing in Magnolia make you have to throw up no C. I could understand if Master P and them was throwing up C.
The C's were for CMR or Cash Money.
But
he wasn't banking. He wasn't.
Them niggas was wearing rags a lot.
Of course, but they was wearing all color rags.
No, cuz not at this time. Cuz go back and think. Chopper City in the ghetto and all that shit. All that shit, nigga got blue rags on.
They was wearing them to match with their pants or whatever, match with their clothes. They didn't
have a blue rag.
They didn't get influenced by no Crips. Now I'm gonna say that. Now they weren't trying to be
Crips. But I'm just saying that they like army rags and blue rags. They was not wearing
for sure. Rags. It wasn't too many wearing no red, of course. Of course not.
I ain't gonna say this shit was Crip influenced as far as them wearing blue rags, but look at the hip hop game then. When they first came in, it was being run by Crips. So I could see you being influenced by Crips because that's what in the game. But then Mac 10 come and it's blue bandana heaven. I mean, it was red bandana heaven.
It was. It definitely had changed. But how they were saying in the streets of New Orleans, that they didn't go by it was called a soldier rag. It didn't matter what color
rag.
Yeah, it didn't matter what color it was. That, you know what I mean? That's just how a nigga used to rock, which was hard because they got their own culture.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like he said, they'll be repping their wars. They'll have their bandanas on, but it'll have everybody have third ward on or fourth ward, fifth ward, or whatever the case may be. You feel me? But as the time, not to get off subject, as time go by, these two original members continue to throw shots. You got other people getting involved in it while they voicing their opinion about the two. You feel me? But on another note, I think that Gangster gonna win in the end as far as opening his own lane
Cause this goes back to what we was talking about the other day. When I said, when you tell your story, when they got legends attached to it, it's always gonna be heard, whether you the voice of it or not. Gangster just happened to be the voice of his story because he could tell it on his own. He ain't dead.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And the streets can't take 100% away from this nigga because he didn't tell on niggas that's sitting in jail right now. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And he can give you a lot of insight on a lot of shit that we want to know about Calio, Magnolia, just New Orleans as a whole, factors in New Orleans, the niggas you needed to watch. And he knew all of that. So his voice gonna get heard, even though Hot Beezo got damn near as much as the same background, but you following somebody.
Yeah.
That's taken away from your story.
Yeah.
Where Gangsta ain't following nobody. Like I said again, Gangsta was Birdman outside in real life. So really what Birdman acts like in the public eye is what Gangsta was outside for real. I think that's why Baby Ego where it's set like that. Because when you got a brother that's like that, you gonna have to stand. You gonna have to stand and be a different way, nigga. Cause this nigga so legendary, everybody gonna be like, nigga, Gangsta wouldn't have went for that.
Yeah.
Nigga, Gangsta wouldn't have, nigga, Giggity wouldn't have went. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it got that's constant pressure on Baby, man.
He wasn't, and the nigga didn't get high at all.
Why you think that nigga always put some respect on my name? Cause nigga, it's so much respect on Gangsta name.
Do you see the difference?
Nigga don't give me no respect.
Do you see the difference? Cause the man did not get high.
Nah. But that's part of why survive though, man.
A lot of majority of the steppers that I know, them niggas had a habit. You feel me?
I think that's majority of everybody we know, cuz.
Yeah, so shit just be like different. But as the time go by or whatever, like you said, he got some legendary stories.
He's the legend. He telling this story and they got a lot of legends attached to it, nigga.
Yes.
He can bring up Master P, he can bring up Baby Slim, Soldier Slim, he could bring up Hot Bizzle, all the other niggas that's part of they shit. You know what I'm saying?
He knew killers from everywhere in New Orleans.
So he can basically he's finna turn into the voice of New Orleans because we finna get the scoop on New Orleans that we never got. Like we got people out there that's blogging telling us shit about New Orleans. But nigga, you might not even be from Louisiana, so I can't even say this shit true because I ain't never heard this shit in the industry. This nigga outside. That's different. And in today, motherfuckers want to listen to them people, man, because them the people that ain't gotta ask you no questions.
On my podcast, bro. I'm gonna hit you back.
Okay. All right. Like you able to cut your camera on and tell your own story. You ain't got to go out there and pay nobody to write you no book or pay for no interview. You able to tell your own story with easy access.
Right. I mean, and plus it's gonna sound better hearing it from the man himself instead of hearing it from a narrator.
Yeah.
You did what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna be hard. And as we see
some things that go with this shit too. Because look at the confrontation with Hot Beezo and Birdman. Birdman poking him all in the head, calling him hoe, bitches and shit, and I beat your ass and all this other shit, right? Wesley, I call that the Wesley sniper fact. Now, people, I don't suggest you go out there talking to your homeboys like this. I don't care if you the leader or
Yeah,
in today's
that's
world,
how people die.
they will throw you in the garbage bag. You will get found in the garbage bag trying to talk to niggas like what that nigga was doing. Real street niggas ain't gonna take that nigga. Something gonna happen to you. And Birdman know in his head, if you and gangster around each other, you're not gonna be able to talk to gangster like that. You're not about to do that. You're not about to try to poke gangster all in
It's gonna get nasty.
It's not gonna. It's you know better than to even do it.
It's gonna get nasty.
Hot Beezo need that money. Like he said, I'm gonna protect the profit regardless. Nigga, after you do this shit, we'll talk about the profit later. I'm about to sock the shit out you, nigga. As soon as you attempt to even try to do this, I'm socking you. So, nigga, we gonna talk about profit later on. But we gonna have to sock the shit out you, nigga. You violated, nigga. And I got the camera out and shit. You just showing out, nigga.
Yeah, you done little boy at me.
Yeah, cause you did too much to make yourself look like something and me like nothing. I would sock Birdman.
We grown for
and
one
that's
thing.
The type of shit that Birdman used to because them niggas need him. Gangster don't need him. His reputation so crazy. If he
speak for itself.
Yeah, if he jump back outside, he probably could get a lot of shit back. But he don't need to because in today's world, you can use the digital system to get some money off your story. So he doing that versus kiss ass type shit.
And that's where he finna win at because
he don't need Birdman to do it.
He opening up his own lane because nigga, the world is influenced by something he created. He created that.
He definitely
them boys did that.
He definitely did.
Yeah, so how good you can't stop greatness. His story will be televised, man.
But see, this is what's hard about gangster. You come home at a time where you got a nigga like 50 in position. 50 the type of nigga to take, because that story is a story that people will watch.
Yeah.
Because we yet to have watched a real New Orleans. We ain't okay about it, and bought it. Okay, underground movie shit.
That wasn't
underground movie shit.
That shit wasn't it. That just was some shit niggas having fun.
Story and turn New Orleans upside down to the world with this shit. Like in depth, like to the point where you can see what they project look like, and because 50 gonna go to that city and he gonna put some money out there. So that you gonna get the actual feel of gangster story, and I could see that type of shit happening. I could see a whole bunch of motherfuckers reaching out to gangster to do some shit because that New Orleans story is hot. We done seen the New York story 1,000 times. We done seen California story 1,000 times. We done seen Florida story hella times. You didn't even
seen Baton Rouge story.
You didn't even seen the Midwest story 1,000 times because you didn't seen the stories about Milwaukee, St. Louis, Chicago, and even motherfuckers from Detroit.
We didn't see no real New Orleans stories. We done seen BR story because Boost's story was televised.
And then you got Young Boy.
Yeah, we seen BR. We've been waiting to see that city. We've been waiting to see New Orleans.
And everybody that was behind these two camps had to shut the fuck up. That's why we never
They kept quiet for years.
But I understand it though, because you part of the round table. You can't discuss family business.
Mob business, for sure.
And both of them niggas was carrying themselves like that, so we wasn't supposed to know what the fuck was going on.
And that's why Gangster was able to smile and laugh because he said, I give it to them niggas. They ain't say nothing the whole time, but I was the reason. He said I was the reason why that shit didn't happen like that. You know what I mean? It takes a special type of nigga. It take a special type of nigga to have that type of power and been gone that whole time and ain't nobody break silence.
I don't think it was more because him. I think it was the fact that it incriminate both sides if y'all talk about this shit.
True. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Niggas was drug
see the thing that gangster talking about is public records though.
Yeah, he went to jail.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot of shit he not
convicted
talking about because he still could be convicted of.
Right. He talking about all of the shit that he
could
convicted of
too. So shit, he gotta shut the fuck up about certain things. But
yeah,
both sides was 30 when it came to that shit because they understood. In
even
that time of music, you couldn't do that because you're going to go to jail. You gotta understand, these niggas came out a little bit after Scarface announced that the hip hop police do be following rappers and investigating rappers. They came out a little bit after that time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did.
Then y'all both attached to Jay Prince because y'all both was doing business with Jay Prince too. He missed the shut up. He don't do no talking, so shit, you gonna learn. You see what I'm saying? So they had some guidance on how to be polished along the way too. Like look at P Story, he gonna tell you till he died. Nigga, shit, I went to the Bay, I ain't had nothing but $10,000 I had got from a settlement, nigga. That nigga, you gonna because you can't never not use that story. That's like
real talk.
Certain stories you just ain't gonna be able to use because they want to knock these people down still to this day because they just feel like they was supposed to fail. Like Baby and P got deals that people don't get no more. They gave these niggas 85.
But let's just be honest. The hustle was in all the boys' bloodlines and Stunner bloodlines.
It was, but this is what I'm saying, cuz the way they were situated to get an 85-15 deal.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sounds like everything you would want in the world.
Oh yeah,
it better be because if you fail, that 15% to the label, to them that equals 85 they gave you because you failed and you owe them. So they really gave them deals because they thought these niggas was gonna fail. And you giving them 85% and you only taking 15. These niggas went and blew the fuck up. That's why they was able to get to a Jay Prince, Diddy, all these type of nigga levels so fast because the deal they had was structured for them to fail, but they hustled, made them excel. And they got the bag because they didn't have to give so much money back to them folks because then the folks didn't think they was gonna be successful anyway. So fuck it, they get 85%.
Yeah.
15. They regretted that shit as soon as them niggas got big because they recouping so much money. It don't make no difference. So y'all get to talk about nigga fuck Birdman and he like nigga fuck P and all this shit started going on because we got to understand Cash Money and No Limit both had niggas going to jail for murders, drugs, all kind of shit. It just wasn't in the media.
No, that shit was in the trenches.
Yeah.
It definitely was in the trenches.
They couldn't afford to talk about that shit because they would have caught people charges in the 90s.
But that's all we got to give y'all on this episode, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Do not leave out the trap without being served. You know what I mean? Smash that like button.
It's time for that.
Drop a comment,
man. And before we get up out of here, we got some stuff going on because I do be looking at the subscribers and we got a lot of bloggers and people that's in the game trying to do their thing, trying to get on. And a lot of people, a lot of times, withhold information on how to do a lot of things, but we ain't them type of niggas. So, you know what I'm saying? We finally got the Patreon set up. We got some stuff going on, man. Y'all go sign up to the Patreon and all that. We finna have some things going on where we finna teach you niggas how to get everything in order, man. We see a lot of YouTube niggas that they know how to do it's more to it than just posting videos. Like even us, we still learn a lot of shit, but but we gonna teach you how to do this shit too, cause nigga, it's enough money for everybody, and a lot of niggas don't want to show you a little bit.